Okay, there we go. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Sewing and Reaping YouTube channel. I might have to turn my camera off every now and then due to the bad internet connection I think I'm going to be experiencing soon because of the weather. Okay, so what I want to do in this particular video, I'm not going to look at the live chat, unfortunately, because I want to try to get through this as quickly as possible because I got Uber Eats coming here soon, and my phone's going to ring, and I'm going to need to answer it when it happens. So I got to pay attention to multiple things here. I will take a look at the chat here real quick, though. Sabella, Firefly, Shaza, Firefly, and I guess Carrie's live right now. Okay, cool. So hello, everybody. So anyway, what I want to do is I want to talk about, before I get started, let me say this. Everything that I'm going to say in this video is going to be my opinion. I'm not telling anybody to do anything. I'm not telling people that this definitively needs to be done or anything like that, but I am going to tell you what my thinking is in all of this so that people can understand my course of action moving forward regarding Shanny and REV. Because in case you guys haven't known, Shanny went live not that long ago, and I went into her live chat because I noticed that it was open, and I kept asking REV, who was the one speaking at the time, to have Shanny apologize to me for lying about saying that I gave her a death sentence or a death note, whatever the heck she said that day. And he ignored me. He saw me there, pretended I wasn't there, and didn't even want to acknowledge it. This is a man that's going around claiming that he's a child of God, that he's a Christian, he's a follower of Jesus. He believes in the principles of the Bible, even though he doesn't. You know what I mean? And getting on here and lying to everybody about being a believer. He ain't no believer, and he probably never was. With that being said, what I want to do is express my opinion, my own views on the best way to deal with Shanny and REV and how to get the maximum amount of forcing them to change, if that's your goal. I don't know what everybody's goals is on here regarding them. All I know is mine is that I want to see them actually get off their behinds and go get a job and do something with themselves. Aside from that, I'm not really invested in them no more like that. So I would also like to see them repent too. Let me put it to you that way too, because I don't want no Christian coming to me later saying that, G-Man, you too focused on them working and you're not focused on their spiritual side. Yeah, I would love to see them repent. Probably not going to happen, but I would like to see it happen. So with that being said, this is my opinion on the matter, right? Shanny and REV, particularly REV, probably more so than anyone else lately, have been, because he's the only one really showing his face with the e-bagging and everything. Because Shanny's still, what do you call it, vanivating or whatever. What was I going to say? Rev's got this idea in his head. Shanny's got this idea in their head that they're movie stars, that they're big time on YouTube and they're big time stars with all 1,000 plus of their subscribers. As a matter of fact, have they actually gotten to 2,000 yet? I don't know if they got to 2,000 subscribers, but even if they did, that's still a small channel. You know what I mean? And they're acting like they're this big time people on YouTube. Now, there was another individual on YouTube that had the same attitude. His name was Brett Keane. Brett Keane was on here before a lot of other people was on here. He was on here in the very beginning. I want to say before PewDiePie or whatever, but he was on here in the beginning. And he lost all of his channels. If he never lost his channels, this dude would be sitting on 2 or 3 million. No, that's not true. He'll probably be sitting on 100,000 to 200,000 subscribers. But he never got there because he couldn't get he kept violating the terms of service on here, kind of like Shanny does. Not to mention, at one time, Brett King had people on here that liked him, and one of the people that liked him was the Amazing Atheist, and people like that of that sort. The kind of people that are watching Shanny right now, the kind of people that watched Shanny back in the day was myself every now and then, maybe Raw, and maybe 2 other people. Like her live viewers would literally be like maybe 7 people. And it was always her goal to get attention here on the internet. Now we all know why, because she wants to make money. She believes that because Carrie, Draven, Drader, Dragnut, and I'm gonna get to that in a minute, relax. BGTV, Miss Parker, all these other people that were making videos about them, that somehow made them movie stars on here. Even to this day, there are more people making vids about me than they are about them in regards to at least the religious side of things or whatever. A lot of people don't even care what they got to say because they came to the conclusion that these two are heretics and don't know what they're talking about. But they really believe that they're movie stars and they're stars on here. That's why they can get on here, and it annoys me. And I really didn't want to make this video, but it annoyed me. They really believe that you guys need them in order to function on here as a YouTube channel. That you have to give them $40 in order for them to give you content so that your channel can survive. I want you to think about that a minute. They actually believe that unless they go live, your channel cannot function properly. So in order for your channel to function, you got to give them $40. This is what happens when you constantly talk about the same person over and 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 over again, even if you're covering them to let other people know what this person is doing. You talk about them all the time and you don't give them a break and humble them and let them know, look, you ain't all that, and we don't need to be watching your stuff all the time. Your head begins to get big. And people start to believe that they need you in order to function, or you need them in order for you to function. So what I think should start happening is, I've noticed her live viewership is starting to go down, and I think primarily because people are just finding these two boring. And I'm wondering why so many people are watching these two. And I think I know why. And again, what I'm going to say is my own personal opinion. Nobody has to believe a word that comes out of my mouth. But I think because Drader and Carrie and sometimes Jules and maybe a couple of other people take so much time talking about them, that their viewership is going up. Well, they're able to keep a consistent viewership. Just hear me out a minute. How many live viewers were they getting when Dragnet was talking about them all the time, and when Ira Alex was talking about them, making those documentaries? Cecil McFly and some of these other channels. They was getting up to 400 live viewers. The bigger the YouTuber, the more live viewers that they got, because they wanted to check out and see how cuckoo these two were. They actually believe these people wanted to follow them around and get their autograph, and they think they're like this big time celebrity and everything. You notice when Dragnet stopped talking about them, their views went doo. Have you noticed? Because when Dragnet was talking about me and I would go live, unless I specifically talked about Dragnet, my viewership didn't go up. My viewership just stayed at a steady pace. Sometimes it would be 15, sometimes it would be 20, and sometimes it would be 30 people. It would never really get higher than that unless I brought Vaughn on, or unless I specifically spoke about Dragnet. Even when I spoke about Dragnet, it got to the point that people just got tired of it. Okay? So my suggestion is stop talking about her and watch her views go away. I want her to wake up one day and only has 2 viewers. You want to know why? They'll be begging 2 people for money. Think about this. If they got 80 people watching them and they're begging for money, if you do the numbers, you're probably going to find 1 or 2 dummies in there that's going to donate to them, or somebody who's trolling them, the good people. They don't even know that some of the people that can't stand them is the ones that's donating to them so that they can get content out of them. They don't even know this. They claim that there are good people donating to them. These two are just dumb and just completely don't understand what's going on right now. But what I'm suggesting is, Carrie, if you went 2 weeks without talking about her and told your audience not to watch her, if who's the other people? Just Breezing. I think lately she's been talking about Foodie Beauty. And whoever else, like Drader, if you guys just found somebody else to talk about and just watch them from a distance, the viewership is going to start going down. People ain't going to want to watch them. Because honestly, who's going to want to listen to this woman go, I'm in pain. I'm in pain. Elizabeth, I'm in pain. Every freaking minute of the day without Carrie's commentary, without Carrie's husband's commentary, without Just Breeze's commentary, without Drader's commentary. Who in the world is going to want to watch those guys? Listen to her talk about her pain all the time. They don't talk about nothing. These two are insanely boring. They're about as controversial as a speck of dust these days. And I promise you, if you do this, Shanny's going to pick a fight with him again. And she's going to do it live, and she's going to give you the kind of content that you guys want, when you're going to see her raging, because she's going to want attention. And then the real Shanny is going to come out. But as long as people keep talking about her and giving that channel attention, which I'm guilty of too. Let's just face it, because I'm gonna get to what I'm gonna do soon. But as long as people keep giving them attention, they're gonna keep them relevant on here. The quickest way to kill a channel on the internet is to stop talking about them. I am dead serious. For those of you out there who never started a channel before, never experienced a downfall in viewership or in subscribers or anything like that, the best thing that can happen to you is to have as many people talking about you as possible. The worst thing that can happen to any content creator on YouTube, if they're a small channel, is to have people stop talking about you and having people say, listen, don't go over there and pay attention to what they're doing for a little bit. That humbles the content creator. It makes them understand, hey, the stuff that I'm doing on here is boring. It's not working no more. Maybe I should start doing this. Maybe I should start doing that. Unless they don't care about the views. I promise you they care about those views. Because if Shanny wakes up to only 2 views, who do you think she's going to blame that they don't got no money? Who do you think she's going to blame about them not having no food? Who do you think she's going to blame about them wearing the same clothes every day? Who do you think she's going to blame? Rev. And they're going to have a public fight. But as long as they keep thinking they're rock stars and they're movie stars, they don't feel they got to be accountable to nobody because they only need one dummy to donate to them in order to get them to make videos. Now, Jules, if you're watching this, I want to talk directly to you because listen to me. You're free to do whatever you want on your channel. You're free to do whatever you want. But if you are the one that is giving them money in order for them to make content so you can laugh at them, consider this. Think about how good the content would be if they only had 2 viewers and Shanny had to get on here and act the fool. And Shanny, if you're watching this, Shanny, and you don't like the fact that I'm talking about this, I want you to think about something. The reason why I don't feel the need to yap about you every day no more is because I know the uncle is getting close to throwing your butt out. You and Rev. I already know. Okay? Pretty soon, you're not going to have the internet no more. At some point this year, internet's going to be done and you're going to be out in the street because neither one of you are focusing on what you're going to do when the uncle throws you out. And Shanny, if you're thinking about arguing squatters' rights and all that, that garbage ain't going to work, honey. It ain't going to work. You ain't coming back to me, and your family in Duluth don't want to see you. And Rev don't have no more family that you can run to. I personally believe that they're trying to survive in Pennsylvania long enough so that they can get their kids back. And what I recommend, and I can't believe I'm actually saying this, because honestly, I don't like CPS. I don't like the organization. But the fact that they're begging for money so that they can get high, I want y'all to listen to me here. The fact that they're begging for money almost on a daily basis so that they can get high, and they're not trying to improve their life. Y'all need to be showing CPS that stuff on a regular basis. Because the CPS sees that you got these 2 adults who refuse to work, who say that they can't work for whatever reason, but they got all the time in the world to get on YouTube and blah, 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 so they can get $40 so that they can get high. That's going to show that they're unfit parents. I don't think people heard me when I said that. If you show CPS, Drader, if you're watching this, if you show CPS that they're constantly begging for money so that they can get high all the time, that's going to make them look like unfit parents. And the big question should be this regarding CPS. Why haven't they done if they're so popular, why haven't they done something where they can raise money so that they can get their own place, get furniture, get clothing? They've been wearing the same clothes for the last year. No, not the last year. For the last 5 or 6 months, they've been wearing the same. Actually, no, they've been wearing the same clothes for the last year. I would say about a year. They've been wearing the same clothes. Red's been wearing that same stupid sweater over and over and over. And he don't want money so he can buy clothes. He don't want money so he can buy sneakers. He don't want money so he can smell good. This dude wants money so he can get high. Delta 8 is not a medication. Y'all need to start getting on his case and say, listen, dude, you're violating YouTube terms of service when you call Delta 8 medication. It is not medication. Go look it up. There's nothing medical about Delta 8. Nothing. Nothing. And I don't care about people saying, well, G-Man, how come you didn't say this during this time? I didn't know. But I was being manipulated by her the same way a lot of you are being manipulated by her now because you refuse to stop talking about this woman. Okay? All I'm saying is, according to my own personal opinion, is that if you take away her attention and she wakes up one day and there's 3 live viewers, there is no way in God's green earth she's going to make a dime off for anybody. If she don't make a dime off everybody, she's only got one person to blame, and that's she ain't gonna blame herself for anything. She ain't gonna take no personal responsibility because I asked her for an apology, she ain't give it. What she's going to do is she's gonna blame the man that she's sitting next to. I'm sorry, my bad. She's gonna blame his little. She's gonna blame her boy for all of their problems. And then he's going to harp back at her saying he has $700,000. And then you guys are going to get what you want. But you got to take away that viewership from her in order to get her to see the light. Because these two are crazy. Now, if you want to continue to financially, I'm sorry, not financially, because their channel is monetized now. And if you go to their channel like I did today, you're actually supporting it. So I'm actually going to unsubscribe to their YouTube channel. I don't even want the notifications no more. I'm going to take a very long break from these two. I'm not have nothing to do with them. I'm not going to promote their channel on this channel no more or the other one. As a matter of fact, I'm even entertaining putting my videos on private, although I'm not going to do that yet. I think I'm going to wait until the end of the summer, let people see what I had to say, get their hands on what they want. Then I'm going to put everything on private because I'm confident that it'll be on somebody else's channel or on somebody's archive if it's not already there now. I know that Just Breezing has a couple of videos and Carrie has almost all of them, if not all of them. So you got to starve her for the views. You got to starve her. Like, starve her of the views. Because, again, as long as she's got more than 10 people watching her, she can sit there and say, what do I got to say to get somebody of those 10 people to donate to me? But if it's only 3 people that actually support her, because that's what I think the number is, it's probably about 3 or 1 or whatever that's actually supporting her, and that's the only person watching her, she ain't getting no donations. People are going to find her boring because the crowd isn't going to be paying her no mind anymore. Trust me, there's enough cuckoo people on YouTube for you guys to go review where you don't got to constantly talk about her all the time. Because she's really got this thing in her head that she's some type of superstar or whatever. And Shanny, I'm talking directly to you right now. So I'm switching from the audience and I'm going directly to you. Shanny, do you understand that you literally get on here and play video games and just complain about pain all the time and blame everybody for your problems except yourself? That's what you do every time you upload a video. And then you get on here and you lie in your community posts claiming that you care about Jesus. Honey, if you cared about Jesus, you would be on here apologizing to me, the one who was helping you all this, the one that was helping you when we were friends, about this death this death sentence I gave you and the lying blood clots that you claimed you had. You won't even take responsibility for that, but you want everybody else to take responsibility for the things that they did, but you refuse to take responsibility for anything that you've done. The fact that you sit there and you constantly beg people all the time. Did you guys love me and say something nice? Meanwhile, you're dogging everybody. The rep doesn't even know how to do a proper fundraiser. Hey guys, all you mean people out there, you ain't nothing but a pieces of toilet paper with doo-doo on it. And you people make me sick. And by the way, for those of you who are nice, you people are awesome. People that help me get high every day and forget about my problems because I don't want to be an adult and get a job like everybody else has to. Like, honestly, think about that in a minute. Think about when she has the most views and think about when she has no views. One of the good things about Carrie reviewing Shanny sometimes is that because of the fact that she can get people to go and watch her stuff, Carrie takes away Shanny's views. And then you can watch what Shanny has to say with the commentary. I actually did an experiment recently, and I went to one of Shanny's videos without the commentary, like directly on the Losers Club, and I listened to it. And I stopped, and then I went to watching it with commentary is better than watching it with Shanny. It just is. Because Shanny refuses to allow anybody to challenge her on anything. That's the real reason there's no comment section there. And this is just my opinion. I'm not trying to dominate anybody or anything like that. But the reason why she turned off the comment section ain't got nothing to do with the movement and people fat shaming her and all this other mess and whatnot. This has to do with her not wanting to take accountability for the things that she has said and the things that she's done. She don't want to be corrected biblically. Yeah, Shanny, prove me wrong. You don't want to be corrected biblically. You don't want to be corrected philosophically. You don't want to be corrected historically. You guys just want to be able to say what you want and have no correction come your way whatsoever. And then got the nerve to want to sit here and act like you're a believer in Christ. First of all, Christians are meek, they're humble, and they know how to take correction. One of the ways that you know that somebody's actually saved, when they demonstrate the fruits of the Spirit, which you do not show. Because if you did, you would take correction. And why is it so difficult for you, Shanny, to admit that you was wrong about something, that you was attempting to use people? You want to sit there and you want to call this person a user, you want to call Drader this, you want to call, what about you? Before you say a word about any of those people, own you, own the things that you have done to people, own the fact that you spit yourself into poverty and that you're in a position that you're in because of your dumb decisions. Then offer your opinion about everybody else. You might get a little bit of respect if you do that. A little bit. But you're not going to do it. Starve this woman. Take away the thing that she cares the most, and that's this so-called YouTube fame. And if you don't think that she, and if you're one of the people out there that thinks I don't know what I'm talking about, go look at how she reacts every time she loses one of her channels. Go look at whether it's on Twitch, Rumble, or whatever she be on, YouTube or whatever. Go look at how she responded. I cannot believe that people, but then again, she is good at what she does, though. But there are people that actually go out there and they believe that this woman is in pain because, because she's not getting enough Delta 8. Go look it up. It does not take away pain. What it will do is make you feel a little loose in the head. And you got to take a lot of that stuff just to feel high, from what I'm understanding in my research. But that stuff don't alleviate pain whatsoever. These two, and then Rev, I'm talking directly to you, dude. The same way you was dependent on alcohol to take away all your problems, now you're dependent on this stuff, on this substance to take away your new problems. What am I going to do about getting an apartment long term, something more secure? What am I going to do about getting money in every month? What am I going to do about getting these kids back? What am I going to? I don't need to think about that. I'll just chew one of these gummies and all my problems will go away. Oh, ran out of gummies. Let me get back on here and beg again and beg again. And Rev, there is a difference between what you see these other content creators doing versus you. Carrie's not begging nobody for nothing. Okay, these other people on here, listen to me. Listen to me. If I wanted to be a jerk, I could find something to say about everybody on here. Okay, if I wanted to, I'm sure they could find a million things to say about me. But they're not begging on here. They're not e-begging. E-begging is when you get on here, you provide no service whatsoever. You gotta get your spare recorder, please. You got 25 cents, please. It's not the same thing. You allow Shanny to convince you that what you're doing on here is somehow something to be proud of. And you claim to be a child of God. Oh yeah, the Bible teaches, thou shalt get on the internet and not work when you're perfectly capable of working, and beg people that you don't even know for money every single day because you're too lazy to go get a job. The Bible don't teach nothing like that. But that's what you believe, Rev. You do not believe in the principles of God. You have allowed this woman to complete, and you know what? It's not even about her. Dude, I don't care who convinced you of this. The fact that you've been convinced of this shows me that you had no business sense whatsoever. I was wrong about you. I thought that you had a business mind and that you understood business and that you understood how to invest in all that. All that malarkey that you're saying that you invested that money and you made hundreds of thousands of dollars, that is a lie. Because if you knew how to do that, you would take $40 and know how to turn 40 into 80, and you don't know how to do it. You don't know how to make $1 out of 15 cents. You ain't got no business mind. All you did was inherited money and you spent it. And now you want everybody else to pay for your mess. And these people take my advice and they stop supporting your channel, dude. Watch what Shanny does. And I'm talking to you, Rev. Watch what she does. The moment your views go from 80 live viewers, 100 live viewers, 120 live viewers to 2. First of all, this is what I expect when that happens. Shanny's probably going to punch you live on camera, say something on here when you two are fighting. You'll make up some fight that you guys don't even believe in on here in order to get people talking about you. But they won't care because they'll be making hundreds of thousands of dollars and you'll be making nothing. Y'all want to deal with Shanny? Take away her fame. Okay? Take away her fame. People are going to continue. Listen to me. You guys can get on here and cry all you want about this person donating, this person donating. You want to hurt them? Take away the viewership. Stop her from saying that stop Rev from saying that he needs money for medication. Delta 8 is not medication. As a matter of fact, by law, one could argue that he's breaking laws concerning the Federal Drug the Federal Drug Administration, the FDA. Because even when you get on here, you talk about alternative health. You got to say that you're not a doctor and that you're not some type of person that prescribes drugs or whatever, and you need to go talk to a healthcare professional before you do this, that, and the other. They're calling Delta 8. It's not even marijuana. It's not even medical marijuana they're talking about. They're talking about an over-the-counter substance that you can buy, and they're calling it medication. That is illegal. I don't think they're allowed to do that. Look into it. But again, if you want to stop the money, kill the fame. No viewers, no donations. No viewers, no donations. No viewers, no donations. Now, Shanny, there's something else I want to talk to you about, Shanny. You accused Dragnut. I believe you accused Hannibal Amante and a couple of other people of sexual harassment for viewing what you call porn, right? Let's just call it that or whatever, right? You said that they were guilty of sexual harassment, right? Shanny, let me ask you a question, Shanny. Tell me if this is true. Is it true that on Twitter, is it Twitter or Twitch? Twitter. I think they told me on Twitter. According to my email on Twitter, your porn is still up there. Is that true? If they're reviewing something on here that is on social media, that's not sexual harassment. Where did you get that from? As a matter of fact, Shanny, one could come to the conclusion that you're slandering Dragnut. In that you're slandering, you're lucky you don't got no money no more. You're just lucky. Because I can call Dragnut and say, Dragnut, you can sue Shanny for slander. All you did was look at a video that she did. She called it sexual harassment. He could sue you. I don't know if he would win, but he could sue you. And I don't think he wants a lint that the lint that he would win. Although maybe they should sue you because it could force you to work, because then you're owe the state, and then the state's going to want their money, and they're not going to want to hear nothing about YouTube or nothing like that. You're going to have to actually get off your behind and go get a job. Then there's the issue of whether or not you're paying taxes on all these donations that you're getting, Shanny, via your PayPal or via your Cash App. Like, if I was going to be a jerk, I wouldn't even focus on the stupid stuff that you're saying. I would just keep track of all the donations that you're getting, and actually, are you paying taxes with that, and contact the federal and contact the IRS about the donations, how you're not paying no taxes. If I wanted to be a jerk, I can do that. Well, gee, man, you don't pay no taxes. Who told you that lie? I got receipts that says you're a liar. A lot of receipts that says that you're a liar. Anyway, again, I think the best way to deal with Shanny is to take away her viewership. Okay, the fact that she got the nerve to get on here and say, "Hey guys, give me $40 and I'll do a stream for you." How about this? How about we give you nothing and you do a stream anyway, because it's coming anyway, because you're addicted to YouTube. Like, honestly, for all the dummies out there that's giving them money so that you can get content, you do understand she's gonna make videos whether you donate to her or not, because she's addicted to this. She's gonna make videos regardless. Try to support the YouTube channels that are giving commentary on what she's doing, and stay away from her YouTube channel, because, like I said, with every click, that's why I'm unsubbing from her. She clearly isn't going to apologize. She clearly isn't going to take responsibility for nothing that she's done towards me or anything like that, or Rev. But you want to know what? I got a little special treat for them. In about, I think it takes about 45 days, I think, right? So in about 40 days, Rev, got a little surprise for you. You ain't gonna like it, but it's a little surprise for you, dude. You are not going to like it. And I'm going to wipe that smug, cocky, arrogant garbage right off your face, my friend. Watch me. And I guarantee it's going to happen. As long as what I need to happen happens, I guarantee you I'm going to wipe that smug look off your face. And I'm going to be a threat again. You'll see what I mean by that soon enough, dude. I'm going to prove that that woman never gave a snot about you, dude. And I'm going to prove it to everybody on the internet. You mark my words. And you're the only dummy on here that don't see it coming. You should have made her apologize, dude. You should have made her apologize. All right. So anyway, again, that's my views and my opinions on how to deal with Shanny. Simply take away her fame, and she'll make videos for you guys as often as you want, whenever you want, talking about the things that you guys want, because she's going to be fighting and arguing with him on camera every single day to get your attention. Make her work for your attention and stop giving it to her so freely. Give her 2 or 3 viewers. She will not get the money that she's getting right now. Now, I can understand that they needed the money for clothing. I can understand that they needed the money for food. I'm not against people giving them money so that they can eat. I'm not against people giving them money so they can have clothes on their back. I'm against people giving them money so that they can get high. That's what I'm against. I don't care about them getting high. And Shanny ain't in no pain. And people need to stop falling for that garbage. She ain't in no pain. If you don't believe me, get on a bus and go to where they are and go meet them in person, and you will see precisely what I'm talking about. She ain't in no pain. This is just her cheap way of trying to get even with the internet for her losing everything that she got because she couldn't control her spending habits. Anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap this video up. Y'all can go back to watching Carrie or whoever you guys are watching before you guys came to me. Just want to put it out there that if you really, really want to humble this woman, take away her fame. That's the only thing that she really got left. Later.